So today we're going to look at some common scams and how you can spot them. So I've collected a list of scams here in my folder, and let's have a look at these scams. First up, the domain service domain expiration scam. This one, the way they get this is if you haven't hidden your domain name registration, and you usually pay a little bit extra to hide who owns a domain name. And of course, as soon as they get that information, they start hitting you up with this scam. At the first time you see it, you think, oh, my domain name is expiring. I better go and pay them. And of course, it's got nothing to do with the domain name registration at all. Even though it looks like that, then it's supposed to be then search engine optimization service, so SEO service. And I can pretty much guarantee if you do pay for this scam, the SEO that they deliver will either be non-existent or will even harm your online reputation. So just be aware of that one. And obviously the way to overcome a scam like this, in case you're not sure, is just to go to the website, whoever you bought your domain name from, and log in directly through your browser. And then check to see if your domain name is near expiring, or just turn on auto renew if it's an important domain. The rule of thumb is never click on any link from any email until you absolutely 100% trust it. And of course, I know most of these things I can't trust because I've got my email set up so that any email that's from someone that's not in my address book is going to go straight to my spam probably folder, and from there I allocate other folders if it was meant to be correct. Now, let's have a look at another one. This is a classic phishing, what's called phishing scam, and it tells me that my account has been expired. So bad grammar is always a dead giveaway. Your account has expired and we temporarily blocked your account. To reopen it and use it, renew identity and update your account, click the button below and follow the instruction. And of course, if you click this one, I love this. We wait 3 days. If you do not respond, we will lock your account for the next 2 years. That's hilarious. And of course, once again, the best way to avoid any of these scams is to never click on the links. But if you are concerned that that particular account has expired, then you just log into your, in this case, into your Apple account directly, not by clicking on any links, but by going to the web browser and going directly to your Apple account there. And then you can check. And then you know that you haven't been the victim of a malicious, what's called phishing campaign, because what they're doing here is they're phishing for your account details, for your login name, and most importantly, your password. All right, so here's another one. I've already talked about this one before. This scam is very popular. It purports to be a hacker who has access to the operating system and full access to the account. That's what they tell you. They've been watching for a few months now, apparently, and they claim that I've been infected with malware through an adult site that I visited. Okay? And then they go on, and basically they're asking or blackmailing in this time for Bitcoin, and after and they're basically saying that they've made a video showing how I masturbate on the left-hand side of the screen, and in the right hand you'll see the video that you watched. Now, of course, this is all complete rubbish. There's no truth to this at all. This is I'm not sure what banner this would come under. Probably social engineering, I dare say. Basically, they send out this scam to enough people, and some people will see it, and they might get scared that it's true, and then they send they send Bitcoin to this address, and then of course they reckon that then they will stop blackmailing you with the video. There's so many things to point out on this, and I do want to move on. But firstly, Bitcoin is anonymous. So even if you did waste your money and send the scammer some Bitcoin, there's no way for them to know who sent the Bitcoin. They're just going to look at their account, see that some poor victim sent them some money. They won't know who, and they'll just have a bit of a laugh and maybe pop a bottle of champagne because someone fell victim to this scam. While I'm here, I'll point out variations on this scam. Sometimes they even make this email address of who it came from appear like your own email address sent you the scam. Now, even if it does come from your own, or appears to come from your own email address, I'll just point out that that is not true. That's called email spoofing. And this is, like I say, this is a very, very common scam about claiming that they've watched you visit a porn site and turned on your webcam. And none of it's true. So please don't get scared when you see this and spring for your wallet. For some people out there, it might have hit the mark, and the fear might have been enough for you to fall for the scam and then send the criminal Bitcoin, which will make no difference whatsoever, except you'll lose money and the criminal gets richer. All right, let's move on. Let's find some other ones. Nominated to be in the National Publication of Community and Professionals. Click here to update your membership profile, and this promises to put you, like when you pay them a fee, you'll be in apparently the who's who directory of professionals. This is just rubbish. This is a scam. If you want to be on a professional network, I suggest you start with things like LinkedIn and things like that. And once again, don't click on any of these links. This one would be safe to click on, I dare say, but I'm not going to. Look, there are ways you can click on these to investigate, but you need to be more of an IT savvy person or IT professional if you want to investigate these scams more fully. That's not what I'm here to do today. I'm just here to teach you best practice, which is don't click on any links. Okay. PayPal. This is just the same as the Apple one. It's another phishing one. We've noticed some unusual activity with a login. It's a phishing account. Look, it's coming from banks@bank.com, and that's a spoof as well. They would not own that domain, bank.com. These scammers, I can assure you that's not the real email. None of this is real. So once again, if you're worried that PayPal, about your PayPal account, again, go straight to your browser, not through the email system, go straight onto your browser, then navigate to the PayPal site and log in directly from your browser. And if you're concerned about any of these things with any of your accounts, just update your password, okay? But do not click login, which will take you to a fake PayPal page. And then when you log in your name and password, they will actually lock you out of your own PayPal, and you could be in some strife there. So just follow the golden rule. Never click on any links from email. Let's have a look at a few more. Romance things. There's a lot of these romance scams around. Apparently, they've been surfing around several profiles of people in my city. Of course, they don't say which city. I've all of a sudden discovered yours. The reason why they don't is because they're sending this scam out by the millions all around the world. All right, so they're just hoping that someone takes the bait, and of course, you know how romance scams usually work. They're going to have someone talking to you. They'll establish a relationship of trust. It might take them weeks or months or sometimes even years. And then once they've got your trust and you think you've met the partner of your dreams, they'll start to ask for money. They might have had a problem, they need your help with, or they want to talk to you on the phone and they've run out of phone credit and they need money for that. Or it could be, they could even get you to make a trip overseas and you meet someone and you think they're great, and all of a sudden you've got drugs in your carry bag without knowing, and now you're unknown to you or yourself, you are now a drug mule and you could be in trouble with the police. So once again, if you didn't go out looking for this romance and it's just somehow mysteriously ended up in your inbox, do not click on it. Do not reply. See, here's more of this one of the old, you visited a porno site and we took a webcam on you scheme. Let's have a look. Confirm your delivery. An Apple iPhone giveaway waiting for delivery. Again, it's a scam, and do not fall for these scams. Do not click on any of these links. I'm sure that if you ordered something, you would have already known who you ordered it with, and so don't click on any of this. Go directly to that website. It might have been a coincidence, for instance. I could imagine, this working if you did go into a competition, for instance, for an Apple iPhone 11. And then there was a coincidence that you got this scam email as well, right? That and again, they're working off numbers. So say they sent out 5 million of these emails. A very small proportion of people, so like say it was 0.01%, might have entered a competition recently for an Apple iPhone, and then they see this. And they're like, oh, great, confirm the shipment. And they click on that. I think there's the scam there, the shipping cost. They'll probably get you to pay the shipping cost, which is $2 or something. This could be it. I don't know. I'm not going to click on this to find out. But it could be that they're just doing asking for a shipping cost of $2, and you think, great, $2 is a small price to pay for an Apple iPhone 11, right? But of course, it will never arrive. And like I say, these work on mass, these scams. So, say 1,000 people, they send out 5 million emails, 1,000 people get suckered in, they've just netted themselves $2,000. Okay? Let's have a look for some more of these. Software developer, your account has been hacked. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, same one. Same old scam. Here, look, I forget what this one's called, but this one's very common. I'm a US Army officer, and what's he got? Something like 3.5 million US dollars, and all he needs is a bank account to stash that in. He could have been a prince, he could have been a queen, he could have been a US Army soldier. I forget the name for this one. It's actually an old con that goes back before the internet was even around. This one of like, oh, there's like $5 million in gold, and we've just got to get it out of this country, and we need this holding account. All you have to do is pay the banking fees of $100, and we'll go halves in the $5 million or whatever. Look, please, if you get something that's too good to be true, then it is, especially on email. All right, so I hope that explains that one. Same old, same old, same old, same old. You can see how popular that one is. And notification, information expired account. Again, so this is an Apple one. Could be PayPal, could be Netflix, could be your bank, right? Here's an example of a bank. Dear client, we've locked you out due to unauthorized purchase attempts. Click, we've blocked your card for online purchases. Click here to begin. Again, it's phishing. If you click on there and enter your bank details, you're going to be opening up a whole can of worms, a whole mess of strife. So once again, never click on any links. If you're concerned about your bank, go straight to your browser, log in the normal way, not by clicking on email, and go in and change your password there if you're concerned. All right, I think we have. I think we've seen most of. What's this one? Oh yeah, same old. Look, we've seen most of the types of accounts there. There are different ones. Here's another one. Congratulations, you've made a commission of status successful. Simply enter the email for verification purposes and you've done. Confirm your commission. Again, this one's going to be one of those ones where you'll probably click on there. You probably will see an account balance of $825,000 or whatever, and you think that's great. And then you press deposit and go, in order for the withdrawal to proceed, you need to pay some sort of fee. Generally, that's how that scam works. And of course, as soon as you pay the fee, that's it. You're not going to be able to withdraw any funds, obviously, because they don't exist. This is all just pure fantasy. But for some people, this fantasy is a very attractive one, and enough for them to click on a link and send the scammer some money. The universe has an urgent message for you. You've got an urgent message ready and waiting for you. It's from, if it's from the universe, well, that's different. I better click on this one. No, sorry, joking. Inside you'll find loving guidance to your greatest career and relationship challenges. This isn't selling anything. When you go here, you'll access a powerful translator that will allow you to read your very real messages from the universe. And it's 100% free. Look, again, if you didn't go looking for this stuff, why would you click on this link? You're just opening up your computer to malware and viruses, identity theft, fraud. Any number of bad things will happen to you if you click on these links. All right. Build your own electricity. Watch this immediately. Why would you? Look, if you want to go and look through endless rubbishy videos, there's any number of video platforms to do that. You wouldn't click on it from an unknown message on email. That is just, honestly, that's just asking for trouble. Fat wife eaten alive by a family dog. Shocking. I couldn't believe it when I heard this news story. Any number of clickbait things. This is clickbait. You click on this. You could be, look at all the code that's hidden in here, and that's just for starters. It gets worse. Again, any of these clickbait things, they just want you to click on it because when you start to click on these links, it could take you to a site that could inject all sorts of nasty things into your browser. All of a sudden, you might have a message up there saying, warning, warning, with a beeping sound. Virus has been detected on your computer. And then a pop-up saying, call Microsoft technical support. Here's the hotline number to get for free removal of the virus. And then, of course, when you ring up, you hit some sort of call center, which is filled with scammers that will assist you in installing even more malware onto your computer. All right, so just don't touch this, okay? If you're interested in more, there's a lot of great videos online for scam baiting or scamming the scammer. And there's a lot of people that are really trying their best to educate the population out there because it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, this scamming industry. Any number of health things, talking about health and stuff, and a lot of people just lap this up. You know, there's some sort of, you know, miracle cure. Again, NASA, this NASA once in a year disaster. NASA's not going to look again. You know, they just use all of these things to if you're a serious patriot, then you must know this. Are you a serious patriot? Well, you better click on this malware link then. Attachments, anything with an attachment, beware of. It's you know, malware can be attached in links and inside attachments. All right. So look, I think that covers a lot of them. I'd love to hear from you if you've seen a different one, and we can try and explain how it works for you. The spam comes to my email address thick and fast because one of the email addresses I use is really quite old now, and in the early days I did sign up for a number of newsletters, and unfortunately some of those newsletters sold their lists of email addresses onto people, and those lists are probably now done their rounds again and again in the dark web. So you know, the only once you're on a spam list, there's no way to get off that spam list. If it looks like a spam email and it's got unsubscribe at the bottom, do not click on that unsubscribe link. Okay, if you click on that unsubscribe link, A, it could be malware, or B, the scammer now knows that you've got an active email address because something was clicked on in that scam email. So, you know, don't click on anything, okay? Even if it's unsubscribe, don't click on it. So here in my spam probably list is a bunch of emails from the past few days. I know, a lot. It's awful. Once again, there's no way to stop spam email once you're on these lists. The only way you could possibly stop the spam is to change your email address up and get a new email address. Tell all your authentic people on your list that you've updated it, and please add my new email address to your contact list. And that's really the only way that you could stop that spam. Once you're on a spam list, the horse is bolted. Look, there's other ways you might have got on a spam list. Maybe you did everything you could to not subscribe to anything or not give your email address away to anyone, but maybe one of your trusted contacts made a mistake and they added you to the CC column, the carbon copy column, with a list of other people there. And one of those other people might have been a little bit of a bad player or a bad actor, and copied that list on CCs and added it to their list for spam. You just don't know. So now I'm just going to finish off this video by showing you how I clean out my spam each day. I can see straight away EcoStore. This is actually, I like EcoStore and I've shopped with them before. And I don't know why it's gone to my spam list. Let's have a look. It's probably because they've changed their email address, community@EcoStore. Now I could add this to my contacts list, but to be quite honest, this Super Bowl has all the veggies you need. Actually, I wouldn't mind reading a bit more on that. I'll come back to show you how I clean through my spam in a minute. Okay, so how would I check that this is really a real thing and not a fake thing pretending to be EcoStore? And this is a bit more advanced now. Again, I recommend you probably just delete it and go directly to the EcoStore website. In fact, let's do that. We'll just go to the EcoStore website because they're probably, if I'm interested in what they've just emailed me, I dare say we're going to find it on their blog. So let's have a click on there. And staying well while you're at home, healthy ideas for kids lunch boxes. What's this one here? Healthy, yeah, so that's kids lunch boxes. I dare say I would find it in there, right? But look, if you're determined to click on those links, then I've got some more advice for you. What you need to do is you need to have a VPN, okay? I've got a number of VPNs that I use. There's no one VPN that I recommend. Right now I'm using Windscribe, and I'm going to turn my VPN on now. Sorry, my VPS on now, I should say. So I've turned on my VPS, which stands for Virtual Private Server. I won't give away all my tech secrets, but I've also got a bit of software set up that is going to tell me if there's any connections going in or out of my browsers or my computer in general. So if this tries to do something malicious, I've still got warnings on the side. Again, I recommend not to click on any links, but if you absolutely have to, get a good VPS and activate that. If you can find a lifetime deal for a good VPS, that's a really good idea. I might put some links to different things in this video. If you read the description, I might put some links to some good VPS that I recommend. But I've got my VPS turned on. I've got a port sniffer turned on that's going to tell me if there's any information coming in and out of my website. And now I'm going to copy this link because I want to have a look at it without clicking on the link. All right, that's a big difference between clicking on the link and copying the link. Because now I can paste this link in here and have a look at it. And what do we see? Yeah, so I would suggest from looking at this that it probably is a legitimate email from ecostore.com, and this is probably a subdomain of EcoStore, which is used to send their email, which sometimes makes sense to separate the server of your website from the server that sends out the email. Some people do that. It might make sense for that particular company. Still, I'm still not going to trust it. If I wanted to, I could always hit return and I would go there. Even though I'm on a VPS, and even though I've got port sniffers protecting my computer, I still don't want to click on that link. Look, for me, it's just not worth it. If EcoStore have got something amazing, like some sort of amazing sale, it's probably going to be here, you know. In that case, EcoStore doesn't have an amazing sale. It's just got a blog about food. And like I say, I could connect with them on Facebook too, it says. So again, if I wanted to do that, rather than clicking on the link, I'd go to their website, which probably has social links down here. Now, I trust this website, so I could follow them that way, or I could just go to Facebook and look up EcoStore and follow them that way. All right? So here we are at EcoStore. All right? So again, following on the advice not to click on links. All right, so now I'm going to show you how I get rid of all this spam quite quickly. Now, unfortunately, because I run a business, I can't, I may just have, there might have been something in here that slipped into the spam folder, and so this is my way of clearing out my spam. I just put my mouse cursor down here, so that I've just got my eye focused here. This will give me enough time to react, because now I'm going to start pressing delete. And all I'm looking for really is, all of this looks like spam to me. I didn't ask for any of these ads. None of these people I'm on the contact list. As far as I'm concerned, this is all spam. But what I'm looking out for is a legitimate message that might have slipped through. So let's just start deleting. And then I speed it up. I might stop there because Victor Kelly this might have been relevant. Of course it's not. I didn't ask to be put on this email here from victorkelly.com.au. Maybe I was looking on realestate.com and I applied for some inspection or something on there, and then they've decided, oh, what a great idea, I've got his email address, now we'll just put him onto our marketing list. But of course I didn't ask for that. And of course, it would probably be safe to unsubscribe from here. It might also be safe to ring up Victor Kelly and say, hey mate, what's going on? I didn't ask for this email, and spam him back. Or maybe even leave a bit of a message on his social profile saying, why did you send me a cold email? I didn't ask for it. Would you like that if I start sending you cold emails each day, or add you to marketing list that you didn't ask for? Like, for instance, donkeydongs.com. Would you like to be added to that list, seeing as you think it's okay to add people to email lists without their permission? Anyway, it's just rude. It's not proper email etiquette. I run a marketing business, and I never send cold emails. Never. I've got ways to collect a newsletter if people honestly subscribe. I'll just go off topic here for a sec. If someone wants my free introduction to branding and marketing book, for instance, and they download, I ask for an opt-in of the email address, and I tell them that when they go to download this book, I tell them that they need to enter their email address, and they will be subscribing to the newsletter, which they can unsubscribe anytime. Never send any cold email. That is not a cool way to market. I don't think it's very good for your brand reputation to do that either. Not only that, it's not a targeted list. Who wants to waste their time sending out a product or a service to millions of people? That's just spam. What's much better is to have a targeted list of people that you send out to who are genuinely interested in your product, right? That's how you establish a rapport and engage with an audience that might even become brand ambassadors after a while, if you play by the book and you give people something of value if they ask for it. All right, I'm going to go back to the spam now, and let's just speed this up. So as I said, I put my mouse cursor down here, and then I've highlighted this email up here, and this is just for Mac Mail, by the way. Your system might work a little bit differently, but now I've just got my eye on the ball here, and I'm just going to start. Deleting. This was a tricky one because it said Carol Ross, which maybe I do know someone called Carol Ross, but then of course as soon as I see this, it's like, whoa, stay away from me, spam. Let's go back to deleting. Bankruptcy consultant. Yeah, if I was going bankrupt, I highly doubt I'd be consulting with them. I would be going online and searching for someone reputable. Okay, so I'm keeping my eye on the ball here and just starting to delete. Just a quick review down. I'm sort of scanning with my eye up and down here, and now I'm just looking especially here for something that might have slipped through the net. And as you can see, I've now deleted about 70 spam pretty quickly. There's still 500 to go. This should take me a couple of minutes. This is a build-up of spam over the last few days. Managing my spam. What have we got here? Hi, Craig. What's this? Outreach. Yeah, that's probably a legit one, but because just quickly looking at this, technology to deal with first ever G2 discussion. Yeah, look, I've been inundated with stuff like this, using technology to transition into our world. Yeah, I'm pretty on top of that. By the way, if you need any help with that, visit my website and we can chat to see how we can get your business more online, get your employees working remotely, collaborating, webinars, online summits, online project management, all that stuff I can help you with. But anyway, let's go back to cleaning out the spam. Got my eye on this, and all of this looks pretty spammy to me. By the way, yeah, okay. So, not interested in any of this. Mariner might be okay. I've got a feeling they're legit, but I don't want to learn a new language right now anyway. Anything to do with Trump, that's definitely that's spammy for me. You know, you might be some Trump supporter out there and you get something from Trump and you think, oh, that's got to be legit because it says Trump. Same with Mike Tyson. Any boxing fans out there might see that message and go, oh, Mike Tyson wrote to me. Interesting. Look, I think you get the idea. I'm going to end this now because major cosmic event. That's funny. That's definitely spam. I think you get the idea how I clean out the spam. I think you've seen enough. Oh my gosh. More clickbait. Again, don't click on it. My computer's much slower now. I would be deleting this much faster than this, but I'm recording this video at the same... Oh, that's a little bit better. That's about how fast I usually go because I'm just speed reading and it all looks like spam. It's all spam. So that's enough. I'm going to switch that off now. And thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. Love to hear some feedback and comments below. If this was helpful, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends about the channel. I will make help videos on demand to help you online. If you've got any questions, I love to be able to help. So love to hear the feedback, and thanks again for watching.